the next day or so. But lineup, yeah, you got Jake 5, Champagny until the first week. Aaron Fox, former clutch player of the year in the NBA. Drive, kick, Champagny hits, and that's what he does so well, knocking down threes.
Yeah, I mean, in first possession, they get a spot up three. I mean, if you're on the weak side defending, you're not a shot blocker. You're not in the help scenario, so you've got to be more attached to your man.
It's Julian's 39th start out of 53 games this year. Here's Luke Kennard. Of course, first week in a Laker uniform. Moravia down the middle he goes. He's got Wembanyama right there and it forced him to try to make a move.
No, I don't know how we're going to count it, but how many times Wembanyama makes a Laker change their mind?
Did I say 32 and 50? They have 52 games played. Oh, underneath, throw it down, Jackson Hayes. Of course, they're 32 and 20 and 5th in the West. Here come the Spurs, 36 and 16 on the season. Much different, much better than last year. Here's Victor underneath, and he gets fouled from behind.
Yeah, that was a nice little play there as they
this year, and he's been held under 20 in both of the two that he.
You said held under 20?
Yeah.
He scored under 20.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I don't know who was holding him under 20.
Might be a different story tonight. We'll see. Buckton on the outside. He's one of 3 southpaws now on this Laker team. Wemby to the dribble, and he can get there in 1, 2, 3 big steps, and he scores.
Well, he rebounded the ball defensively, took it the length of the floor for a layup. Somebody get in his way.
Stop the basketball. Steve's first rule. Here's Rui missing. Weak side rebound taken by the Spurs. Castle, as you mentioned, coming off of that remarkable triple-double, anchored by 40 points. The rookie of the year, Stephon Castle. Oh, Wembanyama, the spin and the slam.
Can he make up some distance with his 1 or 2 steps?
8-2 out of the gate. Tall order for the Lakers, and that's probably a pun intended with Wemby in the middle.
Nice play by Buckton.
Yeah, the offhand, scoring in the lane.
Yeah, did a great job keeping the defender on his hip and then using that offhand.
Wemby for 3. He's starting to shoot more threes. I think it was a factor that he really wanted to score more in the paint at the beginning of the year, and he was doing just that, but he's firing away from three-point land a little bit more regularly now. Buffkin with control. Laravia trying to lose his man Champagny. Jake, see if he gets on a roll shooting. He's been hot and cold for sure this year. Rebound to Wembanyama. Got to stop the basketball. He's going to do it again. Over to Castle. Castle, other side finds boy. Quick passing underneath. And we're going to get a whistle. He's going to fire up another 3. Frozen rope is nothing but net. Yeah, you bet he's shooting more threes. How about that? He is 4 for 4 and 2 for 2 from 3. He's got 11 points already. Kennard trying to become the top 3-point shooter yet again. He's already done that twice in his career. Wemby, how hot is he? He's going to try to get to the rim, and he runs into Jackson Hayes. Free throw shooting, 81%. How about this right now from Cerritos Auto Square? Tuning in. All the stars. Well, I'm not going to disrespect anybody out on the floor for the Lakers, but the main stars, how about that? For the Lakers, not in uniform tonight, led by Reeves, LeBron, and Luka. Rui going to shoot a 3. That's going to clank off the back iron and the window. Picked up by the Spurs. Wembanyama again. Boy, he's playing point guard. He's playing everything so far. That would have counted had it have gone. But give me some updates on the guys that aren't playing tonight.
Yeah, let's see how we do here, Billy.
Okay.
So, like the bottom. As for Austin Reeves, this was always the plan. He wasn't going to play both nights of the back-to-back, returning from that calf injury. LeBron, we know that there are some back-to-backs at his age and all of the wear and tear that he's going to be out. And then Marcus Smart just tweaked a left ankle, or I shouldn't say the left ankle, tweaked an ankle last night. But that's also considered kind of a minor thing. So hopefully they'll get everybody back. Oh, wait, there was one more, Billy. DeAndre Ayton,
yes.
Right? He had the knee, and he missed a
3-second violation for the Spurs, and Luke Kennard knocks down the technical. The Lakers down by 12.
On January the 7th was probably the best defensive game for San Antonio all year, and they held the Lakers to 91 when you look at the defensive efficiency numbers on that one.
There's a play, a turnover that Victor caused. Reached out with that long arm and knocked the ball free.
Lakers had 15 turnovers last night. Again, they were in the game nearly the entire way as Bufkin hits for three.
Bufkin might have to go for 30 or so tonight to keep the Lakers anywhere near.
Wemby looking for more. He's got 17 straight points. 17 of the 20. Victor Wembanyama. LaRavia with the answer back. Little string music from three-point land.
I said it earlier, I'd be very surprised if Victor played more than 20 minutes.
Oh, Fox puts a great move on underneath, and he will go to the free throw line right now. So the Lakers are going to be what? Out. His scoring has continued to go down every single month, so he's looking for a
quick start for this Spurs team led by Victor Wembanyama, he thinks he's Luka with these big first quarter outputs here.
Yeah, Luka, of course, makes his mark, sets the tone. Just about every night, no matter who it's against. For the Lakers, Luka's still the leading scorer in the NBA. Kennard has got Wemby right in front of him. Now he waits and has a little bit of room. So Wemby kind of fell back and he went around Castle and scored.
And I think Castle just relaxed and allowed the step-through kind of shot there for Luke.
Spurs alone in second place in the West, 4 back of OKC, and trying to dunk that one that time. And he's just going to go march right back to the line.
I tell you, once he gets anywhere close to...
So Wembanyama looking for more. That makes it 18 in the first quarter. You know, the highest scorer first quarter this year individually in the NBA. No, it's not Luka. It's James Harden, who dropped 27.
If Victor plays the whole first quarter, he could have 50.
Easily. Yeah. Think about it.
He is just
crazy.
scoring at will.
You are right. He could go 30 if he plays and gets the opportunities, because we're not even halfway through the first quarter. 24-13. Glad you're with us here on Spectrum Sportsnet on NBA TV tonight. Also, here is Kennard right back out for LaRavia. Gets a pick. He's going to try to get to the rim. Again, patrolling under there is Wembanyama. He was not going to get it over Victor, but a foul on Jay Huff. And he's done it in 15 less game. Ability with pride.
Well, their best bet now is to try to, but the Spurs surround Victor with so many good offensive players that if you send that second, possibly third player to him, you just ask him for
underneath. He's got another lob and a layup. There's a career high any quarter for Wemby, and Stephon gets the assist. Long shot, long rebound. Here they come. The right-hand side, it's Castle coming off that big-time triple-double. Out for Champagnie. Champagnie, drive, kick. Victor for three. Wemby on the way. Oh, that rolls around and spills out.
I think he even has the Laker crowd.
I was going to say
that he makes every shot.
There was a definite gasp from the Laker crowd when that one went out. LaRavia deep and down. Fresh snow for Jake.
And that's 2 for Jake from long distance.
Here's Victor. Down the middle he goes. No resistance, 0 resistance. 23 first quarter. Communicating throughout the NBA community right now. Are you seeing this?
And there's over 5 minutes still to play in the quarter.
Here he goes, the middleman with the dribble after a Laker turnover. Champagnie. He's going to try to get into the paint. He does. He lays it up and misses, but we've got a foul. That's some pretty good scoring games. San Antonio shooting 72.5%. They've made 9 out of 11 free throws, so they've shot, and that was last night, 119-110, a game that was close right up until the end when Jalen Williams said, no, it's our game. 10 in the decisive fourth quarter for Williams. Vando on the outside finds Rui. Amongst the leaders in three-point shooting in the NBA, and he settles for a 2 right there.
Not a bad two-point shooter either.
Yep.
Just doesn't take a whole bunch of shots.
As we say, should probably shoot more often. Castle goes right to the rim and scores. where the Lakers have no defense right now. I mean, absolutely none. San Antonio is 9 for 12, and they got an 11-point lead, led by as many as 13. Lakers have not led so far. Rui, mid-range, in and out, no. And it's off the leg of Keldon Johnson, longest tenured Spur. In for Wembanyama, the turn, the shot, the soft touch, and 2 more. 25 in the first quarter. He's 2 away from Harden.
He's the next dead ball away from getting to the sideline, though, so he better hurry and get. There's
Drew Timme now does come in for the Lake Show. Barnes, boy, they have so much good depth. Their roster construction has really been something to behold over the last year. And they kind of saw this coming, that they would be a contender this season. Here's Nick Smith Jr. leaning in and scoring. Good play by Nick.
nice job. You see that?
Tonight, he finds Vando, now to connect, catch, shoot, won't score. Tap trying to keep it alive. That time was LaRavia. And at the other end, the lob and the jam on the break, and Harper finishes on the assist from De'Aaron Fox.
Right now, this is a clinic.
Here's a behind-the-back pass, and it's kicked with those 3 fouls. Taking it out, Jake was 2 for 5 from the floor, had 8 points in the first quarter. Oh, good move that time. Blocked by Cornette. Boy, the initial move by Vando, thought he was going to free himself. Lakers can't get back, and they are streaking down the floor, and Harper finishes again from Fox.
Not can't, don't. They could, they didn't.
Fast break points, 9 for San Antonio. Connect short, rebound Cornette, 51-30. Lakers 100 points a game on the bench. But they got to play defense. Here's Fox. That's tapped, and it's taken by Connect. Second year in the league. Now Drew Timme. Well, Bronny's open if he wants it. And he shoots it over the big fella. Can't score. Harrison Barnes with the rebound. And Wembanyama will be coming in at the next whistle. So will Jackson Hayes and Kobe Buffkin. Bryant on the outside. Carter Bryant. And another slam dunk in the paint.
Laxton got beat on the play for the
Purchase from Jack in the Box tomorrow. This is Mount Everest they need to climb tonight. And we'll see how they do. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Rui is out there along with Bronny, Jax, Jake, and Kobe Buffkin. LaRavia with the left hand, and he scores. So they're just going to ride with Jake, I think, as long as they
I mean,
can.
he's got
Why
3
not?
fouls, and he's the only guy out there that's got right now as much time, maybe him and Rui.
Now, Steph Castle, 6 assists, no turnovers. Fox has 4 assists, no turnovers. Downtown. And that one settles in as a team. They're in the top 5 in the NBA in that stat. Ball inbound now to Buffkin, who was signed to a 10-day contract. Now has a 2-way deal secured. Hayes. Buffkin's going to let it go.
And it's still going.
Now down the middle. Fox, Wembanyama. Is he going to try it again? Oh, look at him. He's just holding it like a loaf of bread as he moves in there towards the rim.
Like a grapefruit bag.
Yeah, something like that. 4-on-1. And they're going to let Fox score. LaRavia had to make a decision. He goes, all right, I think I'll take Wembanyama. That wasn't going to work anyway.
It really didn't matter.
Yeah.
Jake couldn't do anything with either decision. Another steal.
Another turnover. This time, oh, Wembanyama, what a play off the glass.
Well, you see how much he ran down the floor? He was the only Spur that came down thinking that it was just going to be an easy one for De'Aaron Fox.
I think what we learned with Reeves last week, that doesn't count officially as an assist. I mean, although it was a spectacular pass. And here's Jack scoring. Man, this is all-star game type stuff that's going on right now. On the outside, hitting the 3. I mean, they can do absolutely no wrong. No wrong against this makeshift Laker lineup tonight.
You know, they might put up 90. in the first half.
Here they go again, pushing the pace. Doesn't matter who's in there. All the way blocked that time by the Lakers and out of bounds. Wembanyama, and Fox said, I don't want to lay it in. I want to give it to my big guy.
He's got 29 points in, what, 10 minutes of play?
Here's Bronny. Yep, on a 9 for 12 shooting night. Nobody else in double figures. Kennard nearly loses it, somehow gets it to Jackson Hayes. He doesn't even want to challenge, and he doesn't scores. That's a good play by Hayes.
Well, a little head fake froze Victor just enough so he could get that shot up and over the top.
Yeah, give Jax credit on that one. Wembanyama guarded by Bronny. And Bronny fouls him, or no? Offensive foul. Appeared in one more game than he did all last season with his appearance here tonight. Luke finds Jackson Hayes, and the Lakers turn it over for the 7th time. Going down the middle. And here's Barnes going to shoot a 3, and he hits it. That is their 6th three-pointer. Lakers have made 3. Points off of turnovers, 10 for San Antonio.
They have 65 points with still 7 minutes to play.
Bucket in and out. No, taken out by Wembanyama. This will be extended garbage time. Bryant. Once the Lakers get their act together. Trying 2 in a row. They don't get there, and Rui's got it. Lakers were out rebounded by a healthy margin last night. And lost to OKC. A game that was interesting because there was no Luka and no Shea. So the 2 MVP candidates did not play. And Kennard hits from 15 feet. Out of Duke, just like his head coach, J.J. Redick. Castle surveys the floor out on top, standing on the logo. Wemby comes all the way out the three-point line, dumps it into Castle. They go into the corner. Three-pointer is going to be short. And the Lakers have an opportunity. We are exactly, in a couple of seconds, halfway through the second quarter. The Lakers have won 8 out of 12 coming in tonight. How about this right now from Kia? This year about point differential. The Lakers have been in negative country as far as that's concerned. They are finally in positive land, but if this maintains, they're going right back into the negative look. Vassell with the hook pass. I was going to say Vassell now has a rebound and an assist. He had gone 7 minutes early and hadn't put up a stat, but he picks up an assist right there. That was during the time when Wembanyama was doing everything himself. Luke's got it for the Lake Show. Kennard finding Hayes, turning, shooting, not getting. Wembanyama has his 6th rebound. Castle right back for Wembanyama. Was thinking about the 3. This is big on little right here. He goes in and scores again. That's 31 in the first half. Mike, what about the point differential I was talking about?
Well, I like when you start to get into that, Billy. You know that very well. I guess I would just say this. This is the kind of season where you almost have to just not consider the point right now. That right there takes you like 3 net ratings points down. You know, and so that one blowout can ruin that whole thing. It's sometimes we can focus on it a little bit too much. Is that music to your ears, Stu?
No,
that I'm saying that we're actually overrated sometimes?
I'm just trying to figure out what point. Do you get an award for point differential?
Well, no, listen. Mike is a big Premier League guy, and I love the Premier League too. Fulham's my team. Man U is his team, and goal differential means everything. Doesn't mean a darn thing in the NBA, but most of the teams, when they're playing well, have a big-time plus point differential. Here and Hachimura. Here's Rui, 2-on-1. He goes all the way.
Great play.
What an effort to deny him. He's 2 for 2.
Just doesn't qualify with
not quite yet for the leaders.
Yeah, it just doesn't qualify.
But that was his 2nd attempt and 2nd make. Wembanyama guarded by Kennard. Look at this mismatch. Hello.
I mean, I don't understand why they're switching that play to begin with. I mean, not that anybody can do stop him when he's that deep, but you got to put somebody like Jackson Hayes on him and keep him on him if you can.
That's now 38 paint points. Rui over Wembanyama. Jackson tries to keep it alive, cannot. Now to the right-hand side, this is Bryant. Carter Bryant has 8 points already in the game. Wembanyama, we're going to foul out on top.